Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it, baby, if you give it to me.
Ooh, all right, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is now Chat with Stack now, and I am on a new journey. This is gonna be episode 11, technically episode 1, because of of course, the name change to Chat with Stack, and I'm your host, Stack. So I'm here to talk to y'all everything about some things that I know pretty positively good. So, and it's my opinion. So it's either gonna be butthurt about it or you can just roll over and just roll with the punches. So anyway, let's just get started with a couple things right now. I want to talk about how the car lifestyle has changed as a whole, as far as like the whole community. I know I've talked and touched on bases of certain things like that, but one thing I've noticed in like the car community is that you notice that instead of it being so, different, where as far as like this person got a Mustang, or this person got a Mitsubishi Eclipse, this person got a G35, this person got a Dodge Charger, a Challenger. The car world is very segregated right now. Granted, like this whole world is kind of messed up to have a gas powered vehicle anyway, but if y'all notice, it's like if you're not Team Mopar, then you can't hang out with other Mopars, and vice versa. If you got a Mopar, you can't hang out with Mustang owners, or honestly, that's kind of the big caveat as far as like different type of car cultures. Because if you notice, like cars like G35s, which they're kind of the kind of the butt of the joke in like the car community right now, because they be messing up car meets by crashing people, and usually they're stolen or crash outs, either or. I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. That's usually how it is. It's kind of sad. I was just not too long ago at like a little car event. It was I was invited by one of my friends out here in Arizona, which, because you don't know, I've recently just relocated out here in Arizona right now, and I didn't know it was gonna be like a whole bunch of Mopars or anything like that. I was just coming out because you think he knows I'm cool. I'm cool with him, so I popped out. And one thing I gotta say about it is when it comes to these car cultures, like they only stick with their kind. And no, I'm not talking about black. I'm not talking about white or anything like that. I'm talking about just people like Mopars. So I'm to the car meet. Some dude in a 5.7, and my little arrogant attitude on so I'll be seeing 5.7 Challengers or even Chargers. I'll be like, you better lower your fucking tone when you come over to me, because I'm like, you're slow. Why you got all this animosity? So I'm pulling up. He buck a U-turn, cuts me off just to get behind another Mopar, because it's like a whole line of Mopars, and I'm just looking. I'm just like, all right. I'm gonna chill out. And it's always, that little dick syndrome when it comes to the car community, when like, oh yeah, this is our game. Granted, I don't even think dude even know the dude that he cut me off to get behind. It's just a simple fact that the car in front of me was a Mopar. And I'm not here to judge to talk about what type of car you have. Like, you got a car, hey, big ups. That is a big accomplishment, especially nowadays. But you got 5.7s, V6s that claim like they're SRTs, and they really not. And it's like, bro, like, calm down. We all a part of this car community. Why are we acting like this towards each other? That's one big gripe I have about this new like car culture, I guess you can say, is that like, if you're not on one team, then you ain't on nobody's team but that one team. When the car culture back in the day used to be like, hey, this car, that car, this car. But I digress. That's just kind of like how life has been going. Like, if you're not a part of it, get over it. It's almost like I'm gonna call it carism. Like, I don't know, mechanism or something like that. Almost like racism. It's like, yo, you not a part of this team, so there you can go on somewhere. And like, so I'm pulling up, and like they were having like a little photo shoot or something like that. And like, granted, I don't mean to toot my own horn on this, but I'm a toot my own horn. My car probably looked better than the majority of them Mopars out there. I'm just saying. My car was wrapped, loud, faster than majority of the cars that was in there. There's only 2 cars there that was probably faster than mine. That's it. And none of the cars look better than mine. I'll say that. My homeboy's Charger, his look good, clean, all that. Anybody else's? No. So I was parked, and I'm the one that parked first in like the little car event where they were having the pictures and everything like that. And they was like, "Yeah, bro, they want you to move the stain, bro." I was like, I said, I was just waiting for y'all to say it. It's so sad. I was expecting them to ask me, "Hey, can you move your car?" Because they did not want to park next to a Mustang just because they're Mopars. And it's like, bro, like seriously. And it's more so like that. And then plus, which I got these people, everybody else thinking that like, oh, if you ain't got a Mopar, then you a lame. That's kind of how that new stigma is nowadays. If you ain't got a Mopar, then you a lame. That's essentially it. If you drive a Mustang, you a lame. You drive anything else, you a lame. You drive you drive something that's super fast, oh, you a lame. Literally, this is how the parameters go as far as like the little mentality that these people have in the world nowadays. If you don't have a Mopar, you a lame. And do you know what's like a step above a Mopar? They say, oh, you're not lame? Oh, you got a Lamborghini. Oh, you got a McLaren. Mopar should never be that close to neither one of those cars. I ain't talking about the people that's actually intelligent as far as our community. I'm talking about these small-minded women, small men that are in the car community that's saying they're car people, but they don't know nothing about the car that they'd even drive. And like it's so funny to me that like, you know, y'all are so uneducated about your own vehicles. Like majority of people that's in the Mopar community, they don't like BMW owners. They don't like BMW owners, but they transmissions are BMW. It's like you got people in Mopar community that still be saying like, oh yeah, nah, GTR, they cool. Yeah, that's a V8, right? What? Nah, that ain't no V8. What? And like I'm making a kind of a joke of it, but it's seriously people out here that think that certain cars are V8s just because they're really fast. A GTR is not a V8. GTR is a V6 twin turbo. That's it. I'm just getting on this because like my life to life go by, and like I'm already looked at differently anyway because I drive a Mustang and I'm a black man. So there's not a lot of people that have Mustangs that are black, let alone Mustangs that are black and that are modded out or spec'd out the way that I got mine spec'd out, customized and everything like that. So I looked at it as different. So like if you see it from like the outside point of view, you'll be like, oh, okay. That's a nice Mustang. You see me pop out and like, oh dang, it's a black dude. So like we already getting the criticism like not being around other, you know, Caucasian white people when we pull up in our Mustangs looking all good. But even when we try to pull up in the Mopars, when usually majority in the Mopar community is black people, you still ain't getting welcome in there either. It don't matter if your car is faster. It don't matter if your car looks better. It's because of the stigma that comes with it. Because if it's not a Mopar, it's not no car. That's just the end all be all. It's fine, honestly, as far as the car world. And like, you know, it's cool and all. I drove a Mopar, had a Mopar, owned a Mopar, loved it. I truly did. But it's like, why is there so much stigma behind just driving just a Mopar? And like, oh, you know, that's what you gotta have. Oh, you drive a Mustang. You drive a. Hell, I even seen people get more clout for having a Hellcat Charger than having an Audi S7. And like, be blatantly honest, I'll pick an Audi S7 over a Charger Hellcat any day. I'm just keeping it a buck. They're faster. They really are. Hell, no, not a Corvette. They get a lot. Corvettes is how I feel about them. They're like kind of like that middle ground where I kind of say like you in between you an old man or going through like probably like a midlife crisis and stuff like that. But I do like Corvettes. It's just that Corvette owners think they're the end all be all best and they're snobby. As soon as you buy you a Corvette, you go to Ross and get you a pack of white socks, cargo tan shorts, a white shirt, and a case of beer to get that belly out just so you can look just like a Corvette owner. But it's funny. I still want a Corvette. They look good. But it's the stigma behind it. my whole rant about this whole thing about the whole car community, about how people act differently, is just essentially say like, hey, like let the car community be a car community. I'm trying to kind of branch out a little bit and get like the community a little bit more out here in Arizona. Like I'm not too familiar out here, but there's a couple places like Street Society and AZ. It's a couple other like car communities out here that are like really big in the car community. And like the thing is that it's a couple like nice, cool people that you run across, but majority of people that's like my complexion, it ain't really for us out here. So we gotta make our name out here. So I came out with, I used to be called Hidden Streets. That was my brand that I came up with. So I came out with a new brand. It's called Blackline. Created my own logo and everything. Actually, this is the logo right here. And so it's basically to kind of represent like, yes, I'm black. And it just kind of came to me at night. Like, I'm going to come up with my own little thing. It's going to be like my own little clothing brand, car thing. So I'm going to start coming out to car meets, trying to do my own thing, branch out, broadcast my podcast that I have on right here. Just kind of voice my opinion about how I think about the car culture and community and as a whole, as far as my opinion about everything, how I feel. So I recently made a couple comments in the skate world, not to just switch topics like that, but to basically say out here in Arizona, there's not really a lot of very good skaters out here. So I said that there's no real heat out here. So me saying that was saying, it's not really a lot of pressure out here. Now, me as a skater, I'm more mid in skaters, medium skater, I would say, because my bar is so high as far as like a high skater. That's why I consider myself a medium skater, and I can outskate probably a good little amount of people. So I stated that Arizona doesn't have a lot of skaters, doesn't have really no heat really out here. There's a lot of people that's pretenders, a lot of people that's starting out skating, trying to be like California skaters, and I got a lot of backlash on that in my comments saying like, hey, bro, California is here. We is California. And, that's cool if y'all want to say that, but there's a lot of people out here that's not showing y'all city, state, any type of justice. Because some people be skating on them little bitty wheels, and what the thing is that they not looking good when they skating like that. I've seen people skate on small wheels, and they do look good skating like that. But y'all got beginners out here trying to skate on that in Arizona, and they don't even know how to skate. They falling, busting their ass, don't even look good. So, it was a guy that came up at the skating rink when I said them comments. He was like, hey, bro, you saying no heat out here? Ain't no heat out here. So I was just like, yeah, bro, ain't no heat out here, bro. So, me saying that, I was just basically saying it's not like a lot of skaters out here. Y'all got some skaters out here, don't get me wrong. Yes, y'all do. But I guarantee you, if y'all take y'all... let me relax. If y'all go to the Midwest, to St. Louis, to Chicago, y'all ain't competing with nobody out there. And I ain't saying that in a disrespectful way. Y'all have some good skaters out here. Y'all do. Y'all have at least about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about it. Y'all got at least about 5 or 6 good skaters. 7. 6, 7. 6. No. Y'all got about that amount of I would say, good skaters out here in Arizona. That I could say that. Okay, let me switch that up. Y'all have a good amount of elite skaters. There we go. I'm gonna say y'all got a good amount of elite skaters out here in Arizona. About 5 or 6 of them elite skaters. Y'all got some good skaters, but elite skaters, y'all got like 5 or 6. You go to St. Louis or Chicago, you got like 30 elite skaters. Y'all not competing with that. And the thing is, y'all elite skaters versus our elite skaters, y'all are getting decimated. That's it. Y'all are getting decimated by our elite skaters. And that's no shade. It's just accuracy. The skate community out here in Arizona is not like how it is in the Midwest. It's just not. I got to go out to California still just to see exactly how it is. I want to try it out and see like some real California skaters, because I heard they be doing their thing. I heard California skaters be doing their thing, and I want to see that. This is, like I said, If y'all get upset with me voicing my opinion, I'm sorry. Get your head out your ass. I do not care about what y'all feel. If y'all really got that problem, just, hey, do what dude did. Confront me at the skating rink. And he did. And he battled me. And I battled him. The thing about it is I was like, y'all got to show me some stuff. But I ended up still battling him. I still would love to see and hear what people say, who won that battle between me and old dude. Because I haven't heard anything. I really would love to know who y'all think won, me or him. Like, me personally, I do feel like I beat him. I personally feel like I did. And the thing is, I wanted skaters to come out in Arizona and show me what they got. They came out and showed out that one night. But even them coming out and showing that one night, and I gave them their props. I proudly gave them their props. But they are not messing with anybody that's in the Midwest. We are in a whole different bracket. We really are. And like I say, we, as far as, like, you know, I said I'm a mid skater. I haven't consecutively been skating for like 2 or 3 years now. I'm actually getting back into skating, and I'm still should not be competing on y'all level. Y'all should be way better. But like I said, I'm gonna get there. That's some good apple juice. Yo, this is apple juice soda. It's called apple soda. It's the it's got a lot of sugar in it. It's okay. I don't drink these a lot. But I found this in Arizona. It's called apple soda gala de manzana, however you say it. But it's really good. This is apple soda. It's so good. I'm gonna be talking a lot about like how, you know, what my opinion is on things. I have a lot of opinions on like love life and things like that, which also gets me to my other topic that I want to talk about. It was more so to talk about like what women want and what men want as far as like a relationship goes and things like that. A lot of women nowadays in 2026, as far as relationship goes, they really are looking for a person, from what I've been shown, from it just, you know, from my friends, from me, from just kind of thinking, not even 2026, it goes all the way back to like, I was like 2019, around there. Women nowadays want to be taken care of, which I understand. There's nothing wrong with that. But my opinion on that is like, yo, we in 2026 where we not in the old days where it was like possibly could have gotten away with just getting taken care of. You know, you cook at home and the man brings all the money home. Unless the man is making 6 figures, and I have a bet on that. 6 figures is not enough nowadays. I'm just being honest with you. 6 figures is not enough to live an extremely nice way of living like how it used to be back in the day. The cost of living is super high right now. Arizona, a nicer two-bedroom apartment in a nice neighborhood, you're looking at about a good $1,900 to $2,200 for a decent 2-bedroom. If you want a really nice 2-bedroom, you're looking at about almost $4,000. You want a really nice neighborhood, be in a really nice area. So I say all those things because a lot of women want to get taken care of, but these women want princess treatment, and they're not princesses. You can't expect and want princess things if you don't act like it. You know, snobby attitudes, you know, crazy mentality, expectations to always be getting taken out all the time, the the not treating the man right, but even though you don't treat him right, he's still supposed to do this for you and do that for you. There's a lot of women nowadays that take advantage of men, money perspectively wise, just because they don't want to work. Women nowadays don't really have to work as hard to actually even make money when you got a big parameter as far as like social media right now. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, OnlyFans. They just use their body for anything. You don't have to even graduate high school just to make money and be a woman. Men have to do 10 times more, especially African American males. We have to make money, show that we can do what we're going to do, show that we're smart, because we got to work really hard. Me as a African American male, I can speak on that. It's very hard out here. It is. Now, I'm not saying all women are like that. I'm just saying there's a big, very high volume of women out here that are not actually, princess material, and they want that princess treatment, and they don't deserve it. You got women that are deceivers. You got women that are liars. With liars, deceivers go hand in hand. Narcissists. You got women that act like they're this and they're really not. A women, you'll start talking to a woman, but the problem is that she'll say this, she's that, she's a provider, she makes sure that she's taking care of hers, but what she's doing is she's giving you a false resume that you need to do your background check on before you just say, yes, I do, or yes, I want to get with you. It's hard out here in the dating world, it really is, but you just gotta weed it out. And I don't know, people might not like what I'm saying, but it's the truth. It really is. It's hard to date out here. And like, I know I was talking about women like pretty kind of harshly, saying like, hey, look, like they want princess treatment, but they're not princess. It's a lot of dudes out here, men, that that be using women just to get cars, houses, claim stuff is theirs. Like, I can't tell you how many people I have known in my past that has hooked up with a chick just because, they got bread and, oh, I can give me that Hellcat. Oh, okay, I can give me that crib. Oh, I'm a flex and everything like that. You got men out here that are actually, they get so caught up in the fantasy and the lie that they're saying that like, hey, yeah, I really like this girl, when it's not, you really don't. You just like what she can give you. And I circle back to that when I say that, these women, they're looking for, handsome men. They're looking for like, oh, you got money and what can you do for me? Yo, where's the relationships at where like, you want me for me? You shouldn't want me to like, oh yeah, what can he do for me? What can he do for me? That's always a plus and that's always good. Trust and believe. I don't recommend anybody getting with nobody that can't do anything for them. Yes, but the first thing that should come to your mind is not, oh, what can he do for me? First thing to come to your mind should be like, do I really care for him? Or do I really care for her? Do I genuinely have a connection with this person? Do I genuinely want to be with that person? That should be the first thing to come to your mind, not saying like, oh, what can he do for me? What can she do for me? She got some good pussy. He got some good dick. Can he buy me a car? Can she cook me dinner every night? Things like that is like relationships that people need to actually think about when you're going into it. Like, do y'all have an actual connection with each other? Or do y'all just trying to figure out what can you do for each other? Because I'm telling you right now, if you trying to go on and say like, hey, what can this person do for me from the jump, that relationship ain't gonna last. Hey, you know what? I'll take it back. It's 2026. It might last. Like I said, people get so caught up in the fantasy of what that person could do for them, they will stay in that relationship because what they really in a relationship with is that money, is the things that they're doing for them. They not in love with that actual person. They in love with that person is doing for them. Like, actually genuinely ask, like, are you with the person because you genuinely care about them, or you are with them because they actually, I'm sorry, let me say that. Are you genuinely with the person because you genuinely have a connection with them and you love them, or are you with the person because of what they do for you and what they are going to consecutively keep doing for you? Because if it's just what they can do for you and not, I have a connection with them and the things they do for me, then you're not in love, or you do not like that person because of who they are. You like them for what they can do for you. Nobody's asking the real question, like, do you have a strong connection with him? Do y'all bond? Do y'all talk? Figure things out? Are y'all positive with each other? Are y'all doing things in the right way? Are y'all doing things to better each other's selves? To better each other? That's not the question these parents are asking nowadays. The question these parents are asking, like, he got money? What can he do for you? He got a car? That's it. Vice versa with the females, when you bring like I said, females just get a little bit easier than men. I'm sorry. It's true though. It's very much true. It's very much true. Females get a little bit easier than that because you know, a lot of females got a pretty face and they kind of just can rock with that. And, you know, mothers is hard on the females. The fathers be like, ooh, you got yourself a cute one. She bad, bro. That's it. But the mamas, they be like, what you want with my son? That's the truth. That's the truth. I'm gonna be, like I said, bringing people on. I want to talk a little bit more on topics that people want to talk about, whether it be the skate world, life, love life, how things are going on in the world. Currently, right now, I'm in my current apartment right now. I'm gonna be moving pretty soon, so I have another setup where it's gonna be a whole lot nicer. Right now, I'm just looking kind of I don't really like it myself, but I wanted to put an episode out because it's been a minute, and this will be episode 11, and this is Chat with Stack, and like I'm very excited for the future, especially like just follow my vlog and everything on, you know, me going to my new place, and also me checking out some more skate places out here in Arizona. A lot of people telling me I need to go check out more places, and because it's not all, you know, black and white out here, but I'm trying to get convinced that, you know, living out here is actually worth it. And you know, the thing about it is that I say out here I want it to be worth it to be living out here in Arizona. I just recently, like I said, relocated out here. I've been here for it'll be a year in June now. And so I'm out here because of my daughter. She stays out here, and I wanted to be closer to her. And it's been an adventure and love, and she's gonna be 3 this year, and I cannot believe that I have an almost 3-year-old. I can tell by the way she talks, but anyway, there's other things that, you know, the caveat to that, you know, granted, I did come out here to move out for my daughter, but the one thing about me is that I'm still out here to live my life. And one thing that nobody should ever tell somebody to do is stop what you're doing and stop living your life. Even if you have a kid, don't stop living your life because you have a child. If you have a child, yes, you want to, you know, protect them. You want to build with them. You want to make sure that you build a relationship with them. Yes, I'm not telling you to be a deadbeat father, deadbeat mother. I'm not telling you to do that. But I'm telling you, if you have a child, make sure that you are still living your life. Do the things you still want to do. Have fun. Skate. Play basketball. Go for a run. Go for a hikes. Go and do the career that you always wanted to do. Like, so that's what I'm doing out here in Arizona. I'm trying to figure out what's there to do. I've been trying like a lot of different foods out here. I have unfortunately been sadly disappointed because I'm trying to figure out where is all the good food places, because I can't find it. There's only been one good food place here in Arizona that I can say, 2 of them. There's been 2 food places that's been here in Arizona that I can say like, yo, I will go back to that. One place was Denburger. Denburger is closed. And I know I said that people don't know where, because it was barely open. And it's a place down called the Deuce. They gave me this steak. They gave me this steak in like a long glass, and it was steak, potatoes, and like it was seasoned good. I can't really describe it, but it's a place out here in Arizona called the Deuce. I highly recommend. If anybody got taste buds like me that's from the Midwest that actually love food that's seasoned and tastes good and it make you feel good, it put you in a coma, I highly suggest going down there. They got good drinks there to check out if you want to do that. But I haven't found a lot of places. A lot of people has been telling me you need to go here, you need to go here, and it's been a letdown. It really is. A lot of food out here is bland. I know people don't come out here for the food, but I refuse to believe there's no like any other really good food places out here. I kind of just been sticking with the regular food places that, you know, I know that I got back home, or I just make my food myself, which I'm thinking about starting to do a little bit more, recording me and myself cooking, because I can cook here and there when I actually feel like it. But yeah, like if anybody can drop comments in the comment section below, just tell me like, hey, what's some good food places out here in Arizona? I would greatly appreciate it. Go out there, check it out, vote, and tell you what it is. And that's something we also could talk about on the channel too. Just let me know, because I'm new out here. I am trying to experience as much as I can. I'm still young for, you know, relatively what I am. I don't know. I'll let y'all guess what I am. But I'm just trying to live life. That's all I'm trying to do. Live life. You know, keep going with this podcast. It's something that I've started having a passion in and want to talk to you guys more about what my opinion is, because I more so want you to tell me what your opinion is on my opinion. Challenge me. Challenge me on why, I feel like that. Why do I feel this way? Why do you say this? Why do you say that? And I have no problem letting you know how I feel. Side note that I want to talk about, it's so weird because Father's Day is coming up. And here's the thing is I know I'm a father, but here's the relationship between me and my daughter. Me and my daughter have a relationship where it's like, yeah, she's my daughter, but it's like I got a little sister. And I don't mean that as far as like, she doesn't treat me like a big brother or anything like that. It's more so like how I feel around her. Just it's a very good warming feeling. I never had a sister. And nobody really thought of me having a child. So like me, I talk to her and everything like that, and we have fun. And that's why I say like we kind of have that brother and sister type of relationship. And that's why I just think it's so fun because my daughter is probably one of the sweetest girls in the whole entire world. Next to my cousin Harold, Nariah's daughter. She's one of the sweetest little kids, and I think between the both of them, they're like the sweetest things. She can be a brat. Oh, she can be a brat. But it's just when we out and we have fun, we run, we goof around, we drive around, we mess with each other. It's just fun. And one thing I can say is that if you can have a relationship with your kids, where it can be like, oh, that's like my little brother or my little sister, but you keep it respectful as far as like they understand like, hey, no, you're the father still. I think that's a good relationship. I'm not talking about that like, oh yeah, that's my best friend. That's my best friend. They get older and they just tell you like, you shut the fuck up, dad. No, I ain't saying that. No. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying have a strong enough relationship, strong enough bond where they recognize who you are, but still understand they can still have fun with their parents. And like I feel like it's sometimes a big gap, and then sometimes it's not a gap. I feel like the ones that don't have a gap was probably like our parents, our parents that grew up probably like in the 60s, 70s. The gap was like you can't be friends at all with your kids, which I'm not opposed to that at all. But it's the new gap right now where it's like you got parents that are best friends with their kids, which is nothing wrong with that. But the kids don't understand and have that respect that, hey, this is still my father or this is still my mother. I feel like it should be like you need to know how to fluctuate that. Like, hey, yeah, this is still my dad. We can have fun here and there. But when he's talking to me and telling me some serious stuff, I need to listen. Or vice versa, the mama. There's nothing wrong with having a nice, strong relationship with your parents. I have a strong relationship with my parents. We don't necessarily have like the best friend or I want to say even like big brother or anything like that. But it's a respect always. But me and my daughter have a different type of relationship. We have a kind of like a brother and sister relationship, but she knows when she needs to come correct, because that's also dealing with parenting, making sure that you understand that your kids understand respect. Don't let them walk all over you. don't don't beat your child. And you can give them a little tap and stuff like that. I'm not that parent that be like, oh my God, don't tap them. They sometimes need a little tap. I'm being nice. I'm on the internet right now. I don't beat my child or anything like that. I do give her a little tap because she gets a little out of hand, because as a parent, that's what you need to do. You don't want your child growing up in this world thinking that it's, oh, I can just do this. Ain't nothing going to happen to me. No, you need to teach your kids. Don't beat your kids, but teach your kids. Don't let your kids walk all over you. And don't put a leash on your kids. I don't understand y'all parents that put a leashes on y'all kids, man. Y'all disgust me. I'm sorry, y'all do. Y'all put a leash on y'all kid like a dog. I don't know why that takes my mind off that anyway, because you know a lot of people think of dogs a little bit more important than humans anyway nowadays. You want to be blatantly honest. I'm getting off topic. I'm just saying, hey, have a strong relationship with your kids, but don't let them think that, hey, look, oh yeah, I can do whatever I want.